Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. I think this one's going to be quite exciting and I hope you enjoy it too, because today, as you can tell from the background, we're going to be making Christmas crafts. Yes, so these Christmas crafts are going to be super quick and easy, and let me get my box of things. They're going to be made from all sorts of random bits that you might have lying around the house. So in here I've got some like packaging left over from deliveries, got some inside of Christmas wrapping, paper tubes, we've got like toilet rolls, even like old magazines, calendars and things like that. And then I've got a few scraps of like old fabric and things. So hopefully you will have those lying around your house as well and you can give these things a go. I know I've left this till the last minute to put out, but to be honest, I'm doing these at the last minute. Like, this is literally a week until Christmas and I am decorating my house still. So hopefully you'll give it a go and you'll enjoy it. And also, you don't need to have things in your house that cost the earth. Most of the stuff in this is going to be for free, so using all these leftover bits, and then also maybe a glue gun, some sellotape, some string, just other things you might have lying around the house, maybe even like some buttons and stuff. So yeah, come Christmas crafting with me. So for these cardboard 3D stars, you're going to start by getting some old cardboard. I've just got an Amazon package, and you're going to make a square. So these squares can be any size that you want. Just bear in mind that you're going to need to make 2 of them. So I'm just showing you how to make one here. So you're going to start by drawing out the square and then using a ruler and a pair of scissors to score lines, so diagonal to diagonal, top to bottom and across, so you've got like a star shape. You're then going to mark out halfway points along the cross, and then you're going to cut halfway along them. Okay, and then next, as you can see, I'm just folding along all of those scores that I've made, because I'm then going to flip it over, and where I've made those cuts, I'm then going to score towards the point. You'll see in a minute why I'm doing this. It's just because the cardboard is so thick that that score really helps you be able to fold them. So as you can see, I'm now folding where I've scored, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some glue to glue those points together. So you can either use a Pritt stick, or I did actually eventually end up using a glue gun for this. I just found that it worked a bit better. But yeah, you're going to glue them all together, and then you need to repeat and make another one. So once you've made 2, you're then going to use your glue gun and you're going to stick them together. This bit is a little bit tricky, I'm not going to lie, it did take me a few attempts. What I did was I just held both of those stars together while the glue was cooling down, and afterwards I even squeezed some more glue in sort of any gaps that I could see, just to really make sure that they were glued tightly together. But once you're done, you can make all different sizes just by changing the size of that square, and they look fantastic. What I actually ended up doing, as you can see here, is hanging them from the curtain rail. All I did was I just pushed a needle through the top of the point in each star, and I had some invisible thread and I literally just hung it up. But yeah, what do you think? I'm pretty chuffed. I genuinely can't believe that these are just made from scrap bits of cardboard that I had lying around my house. And we are on to our next craft, and I'm not gonna lie, I think this is by far my favourite out of all of the crafts we are doing today. So for this, you're gonna need a toilet roll, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it up into little pieces. You're going to need 7 in total, and all you're going to do with your glue gun is just put a little bit of glue at the top of 3 of them, and you're going to stick them together, and this is going to make the bottom bit of our angel. If you want, give them a little squeeze just so that the glue really binds together, and as you can see, it fans out really nicely. With the next 3 pieces, you're going to fold them in half and you're going to put a blob of glue inside each one, just where that fold is, and that's going to start to make the wings. So once you've put glue inside all 3 of them, you're then going to put glue between them. Once it's between them, you're then going to stick them together and really push down on those bits of cardboard just to make sure that the wings all stick together. And as you can see, you can sort of fan them out a little bit so that you get the shape you want. You're then going to attach the bottom bit to the top bit by putting a bit more glue on. And then in order to make the head, you're going to cut that final piece of cardboard in half and make it into a little ring using some more glue and stick it onto the top of your fairy. And then just to finish it all off, I folded the remaining bit of cardboard in half and used it to cut out 2 little heart shapes, which I then stuck onto my fairy just at the front and at the back. I'm not gonna lie, I think they look super cute, and as you'll see in a minute, you can make loads of them and honestly do whatever you want with them. You could make them into a little chain that hangs down, or what I did was I actually made them into a long chain that hangs across the room, and I just think it makes the perfect Christmas decoration, and I think next year I'm definitely going to make a lot more of these. I genuinely can't believe that all of these were made from toilet rolls. Like, every single fairy is a toilet roll. I just think that's super cool. We are on to craft number 3 now. Now this is probably the most random of all of the crafts we're going to do today. I just had loads of scrap fabric lying around and I thought, what can I make with it? So you're just going to get a handful of scrap fabric and then some thread that you don't want or don't particularly like. So I've just got this green stuff I've had lying around for ages, and you're literally just going to keep wrapping it around that scrap fabric, keep turning it until you end up with a nice ball shape. And then what you're going to do, anything you have lying around, you're just going to wrap around it. So I had this sort of felt or like wool that's left over, and I'm just going to wrap that around and continue to keep wrapping different threads around. And you can see I've got this really cool colour at the end of it. I made a few different ones using different bits of fabric and different scraps I had, and I've then just got these buttons again that I've got lying around and some ribbon, and all I'm going to do is use the glue gun and I'm just going to glue the ribbon to the bottom of the buttons. So I'm going to put both ends on the bottom of the buttons, and then once that's glued down, I'm then going to flip the ribbon the other way around and then use the glue gun to then attach the button onto the little baubles that we're making. And this just works so well because it's super quick and fast by using a glue gun. I mean, you probably could sew it if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm lazy. But how nicely have these turned out. I'm really pleased. I just think they look super cute, and I love the fact that they're multicoloured as well, just from all the different fabric scraps that I've used while making them. And you could literally put anything inside them. It doesn't have to be fabric scrap. You could probably use shredded paper and I'm sure that would work just as well. Craft number 4. Now, don't tell me you don't have some old spent light bulbs lying around your house waiting to go to the tip or waiting to go to wherever it is that you recycle them. Please use them to make some gorgeous glitter baubles, or even just paint them and make some baubles, because they turn out so good. So literally all I've done here is put some PVA glue on my old light bulb and then I'm just covering it in glitter. I've seen people do this with paint as well and it just looks so beautiful, and then all I'm doing to tie it up is to wrap some string around it. I just used a little bit more PVA glue. Some of them I did use some glue from the glue gun on them, and I'm literally just making a little loop and then they will hang up. But I just love how glittery and sparkly these are. Just a side note, they do kind of drop their glitter everywhere, so it might be that you need to get some of that sort of glue spray that you put on top, but To be honest, you could probably just leave them as they are. I mean, it's not Christmas if there's not glitter everywhere, is it? But how cute do these look in all their different colours? If someone told me that these were made from old magazines, I genuinely wouldn't believe them because I think they just look so cute and so professional. But they really are. I just picked a couple of pages that had green colours on them so that they fitted with the tree theme. And then all I did was fold that page in half so that you're getting a square shape ultimately. And then once you've got that triangle, you're then going to cut the extra bit off. So you're now going to fold it in half the other way, so you've now got diagonal lines. But what you're actually going to do is once you've got those diagonal lines, you're going to flip it over so that the side that you want to ultimately be on the outside is on the inside, if that makes sense. So your diagonals, you want the side you want on the outside to be on the inside, and then you're going to fold it in half across just like this, with the side you want to be on the outside on the outside. You'll see why in a second, because you're literally going to push it together so all the points go together, and now as you can see, the bit that I want on the outside is on the outside. And then you're going to tuck your finger inside those little pockets and just push them down so you get almost like a kite shape, and you're then just going to repeat this on all of the other ones until all of your little folds look like little kites. It will take a little bit of time, and it's worth doing this properly because ultimately this gives you the shape that you need for your Christmas tree. You're then going to cut those extra bits off, and now as you can see, it's definitely looking a lot more like a Christmas tree. Once you've got that Christmas tree shape, you're just going to cut 3 little slits down each side. Try and get them so that they're at the same height, because then you'll see in a second, once you start folding, it'll mean that you get that sort of symmetry throughout your Christmas tree. So once you've got those slits, just gently fold down the paper, and as you can see, you're starting to get that Christmas tree shape, and you're literally just going to go around and do that on all of them. This bit is definitely a bit more time consuming, but it does end up looking really good, as you'll see in a second. And also, if you want to make Christmas trees of different shapes and sizes, all you have to do is change the size of that square that you started with. So as you can see in the corner there, I've got some that I made earlier, and they were really little tiny ones, and they've turned out super cute as well. I didn't do quite as many cuts, I just did 2, I think. But yeah, how cute are these? And they are made from magazines. You could probably do it with book pages as well, or if you wanted leftover wrapping paper. But yeah, I just think they've turned out so cute and make really nice decorations. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making all of these crafts. And please do let me know in the comments below if you do actually end up making any of them, or if there's any other things that you like making for Christmas that are upcycled or repurposed from things around your home. Anyway, I'll catch up with you soon, guys. Bye!